Cameras all around me, now my life a film. Shooting music videos with my family up here. I did it all for my people. I went through wars of upheaval. This shit was never stable and easy. They know cause I made it out of nothing. My life started, I was born and raised in the Emirates. In a traditional family, I was born with 2 sisters. It was fun back then in 06, it was way different. We had a humble house, my pops had a little job for a living. He had some dreams of getting on top of his shit. Already had 3 kids with my mom, now I'm responsible for providing. Both my parents were young and they felt gifted. Life was way simpler back then, not too much to worry about. Often we was happy, all happy back then. I remember my family only had internet on the laptop and it wasn't endless. I recall my sisters first got introduced to a video game. They would teach me how to play it. I was a kid that's silent. I had just learned my first word in English. It was man. I was in kindergarten. They gave us homework. I used to do it with my mom in the school canteen. I had just learned how to use a pen. Hanging out with some relatives, they was all close. I used to not understand shit they were saying just inside my playpen. I ain't understood no wise man. Oh whoa, wish I could go back to them days, amen. I grew up fairly fast, electronics just started spreading. I was riding my little motorcycle that was made of plastic. My parents would smile all the time and hold me tight. They showed me love and care when I was their newborn child, and they was still kinda newlywed. We loved each other to death. Everybody was playful, nothing was shameful. I stayed for 8 years right in the same school. I made some friends then, they was all pretty cool. Now most of them turned pitiful. What happened to the ancient days when we had our own rituals? Now y'all are distant and changed. Yeah, I guess it's natural. I made some changes too, but I never changed though. I'm still the same though. If you knew me back then, you still know what I stand for. I would never fall, that shit would be painful. To betray a homie, that shit would be painful. Ever since I turned gameful, y'all been disdainful. Y'all are jealous cause we came up on the same block. I know you wanna be in my position. Now I can't say I got more than 2 friends, all the others opposition. Anyway, back to my story. I was like 12 now. I grew up on video games mostly, which resulted in me becoming lonely. Social connection was minimal solely. My family had gotten older and we were cutting money. That's when the devil comes. He took our blessings from us. He went straight to my pops and told him it was a good idea now to retire. That idea was something I admired. Let's move to the crane and then there it'll be fire. Purchase a big ass house where my uncles were outliers. See, that was a wrong choice cause we all were living lavish back where we were residers. But now we in this new country with no job. We don't know the language, that decision backfired. The house is something we inquired, but now my parents had no purpose on their schedule. They was bored and tired. They felt like they was old when they was still pretty young to be so uninspired. What do they do next with their lives? They was wasting away just going to markets as buyers without no work to do, while my sisters and I continue school and uni as prior. Still though, there was some good parts about this journey. I met some people I would never forget. Remember when we would conspire? Some people I love to death, I keep them close. Can't let distance and time ruin another friendship of mine, and I had to cut some snakes out with pliers. Like, okay, look where we at now. We came far and I went through hardship. It made me the way I am, how I'm wired. It taught me better English that I now rap in, and it introduced me to music when I was sick and tired. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know about this rap shit. I can't lie, it was accidental how I reached this place as desire. It's some knowledge in life that I got from being forced into a new environment. It's a crazy strength that I acquired. I got into working out in 2020. I thought to get me the girls I admired. I tried to improve my style and my clothes, put on some drip for the attire. Only we know what it's like being a lonely boy, horny and deprived from the things he required. I had some fun with my boys in school. I used to bring a fake gun with me to troll some teachers with gunfire. I heard it in my ears like a choir. This rap game is mine for the talking. I aspire. I talk to you like my bestie. I done told you so many secrets, but it's more to uncover. I had some sad times. I remember when my high school bitch broke my heart cause she was a liar. I was so depressed, man, I can't lie. She had me thinking I would die on my birthday and my soul would turn to God way higher. I was addicted to a whore who had nothing to offer. I was down in my feelings a lot. I remember sitting down on the floor in my room, door closed, watching for the third time a day on New Year's. One of my secrets, this rap shit that you see here. They don't know our struggles. We wasn't born with it. We had to grind for every penny. We had to grind to put on a bit of muscle, cause I used to get bullied for being shy and skinny. I wasn't born like this, I was empty. I remember sitting in my room on my bed all day, binge watching videos while dreaming of Benjis. I couldn't talk about this music cause it was just a faraway dream, and them doubters would get me. Wouldn't even tell my blood family or my close friends. I was afraid of being seen as crazy, but now I'm here. They look at me and hope that they too were crazy. I'm taking off. I started on nothing. I had to go get it to grind to the Bentley. Let me tell you about back then. I was walking in the house and I heard my mom and dad yelling. I was afraid, what's going on? Why do these fights keep happening? I couldn't work, they say I was always absent-minded, but I felt cursed cause on the fear my mind was dwelling. I had to get my own money as the only young boy in the fam. I wanted to be independent in Beverly. Where am I now? I'm on the path. I don't dwell on the past, but I remember my come up. This is my story, this is my life. I ain't had no genetics, but I was still lucky. I was 15 thinking in 10 years I gotta be a millionaire. In the midst of my 20s, I had the mindset that would differentiate me. They had a story and I had a plenty too. Y'all talking about diamonds, I'm spitting juice. Young rich boy, I ain't no fool. On my way to the summit and I'll bring the crew. What was just an interlude between failure and success. I don't need to tell them shit, they can see through my actions that I'm up next. Sure, I'm not perfect, I got some defects, but I learn from every mistake I get, cause in 2022 I went through a major hit. That Ukraine war shit. Ukraine war.
War, baby.
Remember? That war shit.
Yeah.
I'm a war baby. This is my story.
My story. For the people. Lil Giant.